Hey guys, so Kurt and I are in the process of buying a house, and there are so many things that we are dealing with when working with the bank. Don't get me wrong, we are in a very fortunate position to be able to afford a home or to be in a position to buy a house. But at the same time, there are a lot of things that have been stressing us out. I feel like they may be stressing out a lot of people who may be in our position. So I just wanted to put a quick video together to share a few of the things that you don't read about when purchasing a home, especially when it comes to dealing with the bank. These takeaways aren't athlete specific. However, I think it may be some valuable information, especially if you're a first-time homeowner looking to work with a lender. First, be ready to spend time putting together your paper trail or your proof of funds. When Kurt and I were purchasing our first place, we didn't realize that we wouldn't really be taken seriously until we were pre-qualified with the bank or a lender. So we had to spend time, usually many nights, providing the bank with updated financial records, months of pay stubs, our checking and savings accounts, retirement funds, taxes, all kinds of information that would help them put together a smooth financial portfolio and pre-qualify us for certain properties. And the funny thing with the bank is they may be MIA for a good amount of time, and then all of a sudden they need these documents like yesterday. So just be prepared that during this process, there may be some nights when even if you plan to work out, you plan to watch a movie, catch up on a show, watch the game, you might have to drop everything and get these records to your bank ASAP, especially if you don't want to miss deadlines or if you want to be taken seriously when you're looking to put down a down payment on a property. The home buying process can also be a very stressful and long process, especially if you're not looking to purchase a traditional home. Instead, you're looking to maybe buy a co-op or a condo. When Kurt and I were purchasing our first property in the city, which was a co-op, we just assumed our application was moving along slowly but surely, and in all reality, things were getting dropped. It's okay to kindly and gently follow up with your contact at your bank. Remember, there are dozens, maybe even hundreds of applications that folks are submitting at this time. So while it may not be intentional, you just want to make sure that your application is progressing the way that it should so you don't miss deadlines and you don't have any unnecessary fees when it comes time to close. I'm always a proponent of following up, making sure that the bank doesn't need anything from us, and if they do, we're able to provide it to them as soon as possible, and we're not paying unnecessary fees or missing any deadlines, because at the end of the day, we need to be proactive. So be proactive, follow up. When you're in the process, the total cost of your down payment and your closing costs are also something that you need to be very aware of. Down payment can cost anywhere from 3.5 to 20% or more of the cash that you have on hand, but that doesn't include the amount that you'll need to close or the amount that you'll need to get those keys. So a very quick example, say I find a home that I'm willing to purchase for $300K. If I'm able to put down 20% for a down payment, that's $60,000 in cash that I'll need to be able to provide to my lender, but that doesn't include the closing costs, which in many states can be anywhere from 2 to 5%. At 5%, that's another $15K. So really, I'm not looking at $60K that I have to put down and get to the bank. I need to technically be able to save up $75K in cold hard cash so I'm able to get my keys. So again, don't just think of that first number, the down payment. It's really the total cost that you'll need to get into contract and then to get the keys and officially be able to call yourself a homeowner. One thing we did not realize as first-time homeowners is that we needed home insurance prior to taking possession of our property. Now in hindsight, it makes sense because you need to be insured to be able to own property. But in the moment when it was 3 to 4 days before closing and the bank was like, can I see your paperwork and can I get your policy number for your home insurance? That was beyond stressful. Kurt and I had to scramble to get quotes, to do our research with a very limited window. So do yourself a favor. If you're in contract and you're on your way to closing, get all of that information in advance and don't wait for the day or two before. The bank will not forget, they will not give you the loan, and they will not qualify you for closing if you don't have home insurance. So definitely give yourself some time and do not do what we did and scramble at the last minute. Last but not least, make sure that you have your credit score buttoned up. Generally speaking, the FHA will not consider a borrower eligible for a conventional loan if you don't have a credit score of at least 620 or higher. So the goal is to get that credit score as high as possible so that you can save money over the lifetime of your loan. Before we even considered applying for a loan, Kurt and I took a few years to clean up our money situation. We addressed credit card debts, any outstanding loans we had, bills, just little money issues here and there. The goal was to boost our credit score, and we were both able to get that to at least a 740 credit rating, which was fantastic. Not only did we qualify for great interest rates, but in the long term, that's the kind of thing that will save us, and did save us, thousands of dollars over the lifetime of our loan. So even though the paperwork will say 620 minimum, take the time to really bring that number up, because at the end of the day, you will be saving yourself thousands of dollars over the lifetime of the loan. And why pay back money that you don't need to pay back?